What is up, you guys? It's Violet Taylor here, and welcome back to Let's Catch a Vibe. Now, I hope everyone's feeling great, feeling amazing, feeling vibey. As you guys can tell by the title of the video, this is going to be my spoiler review on the 7th episode of She-Hulk. Now, starting us off, I like this episode. I can definitely see why people would think this is a filler one. The last one, didn't really think so much. This one, I can see why people would see it as a filler, but I did like the episode. So, the title of this episode is She-Hulk Goes to Therapy. So, overall, again, with these She-Hulk episodes, there's no spoilers. There's nothing that can be spoiled, really. So, if you just don't want to know about the whole, or you just don't want the whole episode described to you, come back and watch this when you watched it. But yeah, overall, we start off pretty much with She-Hulk getting contacted basically by, before that, she ends up going out on these dates with this Josh that she met from the last episode. Everything's going good, everything's going fine, and then, get to like the third date and they sleep together. They've been knocking some boots, y'all. But anyway, after that, he doesn't text her. He doesn't text her, basically. So most of this episode, she's moping around, waiting for him to text and stuff like that. It is annoying. People do know the feeling. People definitely can click with this episode when you've been texting somebody and they don't text back, or you're waiting for them to text when really you should text them, kind of thing. And yes, I know this is going to piss a lot of people off, and a lot of females and males, but mostly females, are not going to like what she says in this episode, because she literally breaks the fourth wall and says, listen, nobody in a modern day society is that busy that they can't just text you back. Nobody. If they don't text you back, they are not making you a priority. And if you're not their priority, it's time to leave. Anyway, pretty much we move away from this. Obviously, she's moping around and she's just, Yeah, it's only been 3 days, mind you. But obviously, some of us can relate to that feeling. So, we pretty much get a parole officer. More importantly, Emil Blonsky's parole officer called Jen on a Sunday. Everybody knows how they like being called, how they hate being called on a Sunday. So, she pretty much gets called by Emil Blonsky's parole officer saying, basically, look, listen, his motion monitor's gone off, or it's glitching, so we need to go down there, and I'd like you to accompany me, just in case he's gone into abomination mode. She's like, okay, if he's going to do something stupid, it would be good to have his lawyer there. So, She-Hulk and the parole officer pull up, find out what's going on. Pretty much it's just a malfunction. But yeah, pretty much, the parole guy leaves, Jen goes back to her car, and then she gets attacked. Well, she doesn't get attacked. Pretty much, Emil Blonsky has this therapy. It is therapy, I don't know what the air quotes for, but it is kind of like a therapy. I want to say house getaway kind of thing. The houses in America are absolutely massive. But yeah, pretty much he's running like a retreat kind of thing. Teaching people about, stress and anger and letting go of their problems, like a therapy thing. So pretty much he's had this set up, and for what I can recall from some of the episodes, the 7 wives that he had, or the 8, what they're called? Pen pals, the 8 female pen pals that Emil Blonsky had. Pretty much they gave him money to build this retreat. So he's got a retreat, and he's pretty much been treating several people. One of them's called Mamball, who you see throw this person who's been called a matador, because he pretty much dresses up like a matador, even though he's like a swordsman. So yeah, they end up messing about. They destroy Jen's car. Not destroy it, but they pretty much, break the bonnet and stuff like that. So she's stuck there for the rest of the evening in this retreat. So, get a bit of a cool scene where we get, Jen wanting to look for Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi there. He said, she said, I'm just going to sit up in the corner. I'm going to do some work. He's like, we don't have any Wi-Fi here. This is meant to be a retreat. Like, come off the phone. So she's walking around trying to find, signal. Obviously, she's trying to find signal to see if Josh has messaged her, because she's still waiting for him to message her. So, yeah, in the end, we end up getting Jen that joins, She-Hulk that joins this this session that they're having. There's the ball guy, the human ball. There's this guy that's well, they say he's having an existential crisis. He's pretty much a swordsman. He's got like a magical sword. I can't remember if he's actually from Marvel Comics or he's just like a made-up character they made for the show. We get somebody that thinks they're a vampire. We get somebody that's in a giant porcupine suit, which is very interesting. That absolutely stinks, by the way, when he takes off the mask. But yeah, overall, pretty much this episode, we pretty much deal with Jen, her accepting herself, because she goes on this bit of a talk where she says, listen, you know that cool friend you have in high school, gets all the attention, really, really pretty and stuff like that. She's like, I can become that person now, but I don't want it to take away from me being Jen. So she talks about that kind of stuff and airs her issues. And she's like, listen, if they don't want to accept you just for Jen, you don't need them. Delete that Josh's number. So she deletes Josh's number. So we pretty much get some more about, her dealing with, listen, Jen's awesome. We love Jen. Just be Jen. Yeah, you can be She-Hulk when you want, but don't let that take away from the fact that you are who you are. So one of the main themes of this episode is accepting you for you. You don't need to impress anybody. If people don't like you, pardon my words, fuck them. If they don't like you, fuck them. You don't need to stand up to anybody. Your girlfriend's parents. You don't need to impress your boss at work. You don't need to impress anybody but yourself. Understand that. Also, we get a bit of a thing in this episode where they're like, seems like you're attached to that phone. You might need to put it down. Because I don't know whether influencers recently, over the last year, and especially during COVID, they've had breaks from social media and stuff like that. I don't need a break. If my phone breaks tomorrow, I'm fine. Everybody that I need to contact, I can contact through Facebook and stuff like that. My phone gets broken. I don't need a phone. I don't need a phone. I want one. You know what I mean? I don't need one. But anyway, moving away from that, we do get a bit of a cool scene towards the end where Jen pretty much goes in like a bit of a woosah moment and, goes in the steam room and, she pretty much says bye to everybody. So she had a good time when she was there at this retreat. Or I'm gonna call it Abomination's Retreat. That's a cool name for it. Anyway, we do get a bit of a flashback to when she slept with that Josh, and it says 3 days earlier. So we find out, bit of a spoiler, we find out that Josh is the guy that runs the Intelligentsia website. So this is really weird because it's kind of like sleeping with the enemy is so apparent, but you would have never known because he was the nicest guy to her. I mean, he even liked her when she was Jen and not She-Hulk, which I think he kind of realised when he watched the trial when she was trying to get her name back. He must have looked and thought, hold on a minute, I can try and get her as Jen. I can try and get in her head as Jen. Anyway, now we know, and he even texted an emoji to somebody saying like, because the top of his name in his phone says Hulk King, which was one of the guys that was posting on that Intelligentsia. So we also find out as well that obviously he sent a couple of emojis about her blood. So he put his phone on top of hers and scanned her phone. So I'm really intrigued to find out exactly what's going to be happening next, because it's going to be one of those ones. I have got a bit of a video coming out that's going to deal with, like, some of the issues in Phase 4, because there was a bit of an issue in Phase 4. I did like some of the stuff in the Phase 4. We haven't finished it yet. Black Panther 2 is going to be the last movie in Phase 4. But anyway, yeah, we're episode 8 now. We still haven't seen her in a superhero suit. Still haven't seen Daredevil yet. They kind of need to make the last 2 episodes a big thing, because this is only 9 episodes, remember, and we're on episode 7, so we've only got next week and the week after, so about the second week in October. Anyway, I don't want this video to go on too long. If you guys like this video, don't forget to smash the like button. If you didn't like the video, let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like the episode. Also, let me know what was your favourite part from the episode. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and join Team Let's Catch a Vibe. Also, if you are new, please don't forget to switch on the bell notifications to get notified as soon as I upload. But more importantly, don't forget to stay vibey and always remember, Hulk smash. Cheese! Peace.